Hello there, lovely people. This is me, Ashley, spending my love to you from whatever reality I'm in today to whatever reality you happen to find yourself in. I'm going to start really by thanking all of you who have been concerned about me, and I really do appreciate it. I thank you to Debbie for giving me a call earlier on. You know, you picking up your beautiful positive vibe was just what I needed. I'll start by saying I really haven't been very well over the past few months. I have an ongoing medical condition that it's really not been very good for me. But I'm a hey-ho kind of girl, so don't worry. My body might be a bit of a bloody mess, but I don't let those things get to me, and I'm good within myself, as you say. So thank you to everybody who's been concerned about me. I really do appreciate it. I'll be honest, it's difficult right now actually holding my phone in my hand. So, but as I do have things to say, and you have been asking about me, I thought I'd just give you a quick hello and catch up with a few things. So I might have been poorly, but things have still been going on with the ME world. For instance, I mean, there's a historical building in my hometown. It's where the death warrant of King Charles I was signed, because the main judge, the head judge of the trial of the killing of the king, came from my hometown. So this building, I did actually notice that it changed before I knew anything about the Mandela Effect, and managed to let it go over my head. And I know it sounds like something little, but it was the steps. And the steps used to be 3 really quite steep steps, stone steps going into it. And the middle one had a little dip in it where people have stood on it over hundreds of years, 500, 600 years. And in my younger years, I've fallen down those steps quite a lot being drunk, so I know the steps, and I've noticed that they were shallower and wider. Now, and then also, you see, this is another thing. This building itself has been in many different realities, because there was that time. Then there was the time that I saw it with the plaque outside of it on the floor that I've talked about in other videos. And then it seemed to change dimensions a little bit. It didn't quite look right, and it seemed to get a little bit more flamboyant, because it's a black and white, like typical looking Tudor building, but it was looking a bit shabby, really, to be fair. Well, a few weeks ago, when I was in my hometown, it changed and it got bigger. It's got a whole new bit attached to it, you know, within a day, as always. So now it's quite a grand looking building. So, and the dimensions have definitely changed. Inside, the rooms still look kind of the same, but the dimensions outside look completely different. It's bizarre. So there's that change. Also, there's the continuing saga with the what's it called now? Sex in the City, Sex and the City saga. For me, I've said about it before, for me it was always Sex and the City, which never really seemed very grammatically correct to me. And I'd also bought my daughter Sex in the City perfume before, that kind of thing, which really drove me mad because it wasn't my reality. And then, so we've been having this ongoing thing with it, haven't we, the flip-flopping? Well, it only flip-flopped while I was watching it, because my daughter and my grandchildren came to see me for a week, and I don't have a TV here at home. I don't have a TV, so but I used it to be watching DVDs and things, and my daughter bought some, seasons of DVDs of Sex in the City, which again pissed me off because it's not my reality. Anyway, partway through watching it, it gives you, with each little episode, it gives you the introduction again after the last episode, and it had changed to Sex and the City when the last one was Sex in the City. So we're on the same DVD. One was Sex in the City, and then it had changed to Sex and the City again while I was effing watching it. That isn't the only time that's happened to me either. It happened as well while I was in my hometown with my family, watching the BBC. Now, they always, at the end of programmes, they have the what year it is in Roman numerals, and the Roman numeral pissed me off at the end of this programme because it was the stupid number 4. So it was trying to make 2019 as MMXV 111. And I'm like, no, it's supposed to be MMXX. No, MMX 1X19. Sorry, it's very early in the morning and my brain's not with it. My brain's not with it anyway, but... And so there it was, this stupid number 4 in the middle of making 19. And then after the next programme, it was back to MM, the normal one. Yeah. Without this stupid number 4. So even then, within the space of a television programme, I'd changed realities. So I used to think it was while you were asleep, but it isn't. I've been wide awake, and the reality's changed. Completely wide awake watching something. The reality changed on me. I didn't feel anything. How can that happen when you don't? I was awake, wide awake. Watching it, the box of Sex in the City, Sex and the City is now still Sex and the City. It's changed and stayed changed. But I was watching it while it changed. But I didn't feel anything. That's really weird. How can I have moved reality without feeling it? It's weird, isn't it? So and things have improved a bit with my husband because in between Christmas and New Year, I got a little drunk and I decided to tell him what being Mandela affected and not being able to share with him made me feel like. I had a bit of crying. We had some words, but at the end of it, I actually said, I'm not going to try and make you see anymore. I'm not going to do that. But you have seen changes. You have seen changes. And he said, yes, but I can't do anything about it. Because I'd said, I know you don't see all the changes I do, but I'm seeing them all the time, every day. In fact, I was watching Endgame, the Marvel thing, Endgame. I was watching that, and at the beginning of it, it showed the Statue of Liberty, and for a minute I thought it was, the way I remembered it, with it in the other arm. And so at the end of it, I was watching it with my husband and 2 other lads, and I made them go back so that I could see. I never explained it, just said I wanted to see something. And then my husband clocked me doing the same thing. I was stood, because if I see a change on TV, I go and stand in front of it and have a look at it. And don't get me wrong, I don't watch EastEnders. We don't watch EastEnders. I want to make that perfectly clear. I'm not an EastEnders watching soap kind of girl. No. And we normally, if we hear that theme tune, it gets turned off. But I'm stood looking at it instead of turning it off because the River Thames has changed on the credits. So, and I'm stood looking at it, and he says, are you seeing a change? Has it changed for you, Ash? And I didn't answer him. I just didn't answer him. I walked away. But he knows that I saw a change. And one of the weirdest things of all is, please go on Google Earth. I want you to have a look at Britain, especially if you're British, because we seem to have, there seem to be a number of little islands that have popped up on the southwest of Britain. Go and have a look at them. It's bizarre. Bizarre. There's been an awful lot of changes going on all the time. I'm seeing them constantly. I'm seeing them constantly. I'm just relaying a few there to you because it's been a while, and I've like just compacted things. Like I said, it's difficult for me to even hold my phone. But I do want to do more of these sort of things. I mean, at the moment I'm researching about the Hopi prophecy, linking that to the Mayan prophecy. There are a number of different connections. The Hopi and the Maya were very close to each other, traded and believed in the same thing, really. So I'm in the middle of trying to research a bit of that while I'm able to. So, from whatever reality you're in, thank you so much for your kindness, your love, your support, and for always being there for me. I really couldn't do all this without you, and I've missed not being able to come on so much. I know it was before Christmas and we're at the end of February, but I'm still here. I'm still sending my love to you all, and believe me, the Mandela Effect has not changed. It's still going strongly, and I hope to talk to you all again soon. So, till then, my love to you all.